Hey, hey. All right. So I am on your website here, and right off the bat, it looks like it says you do emotive and empowerment photography. I really, really love that. Um, Looks like you do some boudoir, you do some mommy sessions, sort of a mix of things here. Okay, I capture candid, emotive, and empowered photographs that you want to last forever. Located in New Jersey, we strive. Okay, so right here off the bat, you've said I and then you've said we. So are you an I or are you a we? Is it just you or is it a team? You really have to have that totally clear through your whole website. If you're a we, great. If you're an I, great. Doesn't matter either way. However, I is more personal, and I feel like that with this sort of photography, you really want to be personal. So maybe not say we, say I. Okay, so first link we have on here is Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. So right now, what you're telling me is that the most important thing for clients to do is go find you on social. And that is not the most important thing. I will tell you that right now. The most important thing is for them to stay on your website and go through a couple pages and then contact you. Pushing them straight out to social media is basically saying, you're not going to find what you want here, so go somewhere else. And what's going to happen if they hop onto one of these pages is they're going to get lost in Instaland. They're going to start looking at other stuff. They might follow you, but they're not going to remember anything. They're not going to contact. You're going to struggle with that. As much as I like the way it looks, I would drop all of these links from the main part of your page because all you're doing is telling clients to here, go do this. Don't keep looking at my website. Go look at these things. And the next line, you have a read more, which I will click on that in just a moment. I do want to keep scrolling here. I don't know what's going on with this little logo thing, but you should definitely get rid of it. It's very distracting. It is pixelated and it totally distracts from the rest of your branding, which is gorgeous. So I would get rid of whatever's going on here with this logo. You're allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. I really love that. And then click here to inquire. Galleries, kind words, and information. Okay. I do really love the layout of this website. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, so other than these, the first link on your page is a read more, and it goes to your about page. I'm kind of assuming that it's going to be about you and not about your work because that is 99% of the time what's going on here. Oh, hey, you. Yep. So you are. It is about you. Which is fine. I mean, your about page. Super cute. Oh, I like the ratings of the summer and the fall. That's adorable. Our work, again, me or our. My or our. Details, inquire. Okay. All right, so as far as this goes, I'm gonna pop back over to home. Right now, you have told me two things. Social media and you are the most important things that your clients need to know. And your photography is not that. And I can see that. Your photos are empowering. These are beautiful. Like your work is gorgeous. It is emotive. Your brand is on. But the words here and what you're telling your clients to do, it's subconscious. But what you're telling them is that they aren't the most important thing. Following you on social and you are the most important things. And we need to change that. This section is like prime real estate. Don't make it about you. It needs to be about what you do for your clients. Don't say I capture. That is like straight up $50 photographer words. Capture. I capture this. Like everyone says capture. It's like the first word that we learn as photographers to use rather than saying photograph or take pictures. You capture. It comes across as just one of those catch-all cheap words, and your work is not cheap and it's very specific and unique, and I think you need better words. Honestly, I would just get rid of I capture. You can just say candid, emotive, and empowered photographs that will last forever. Done. Not that you want to last forever, that will last forever. Tell clients how they feel. Period. Tell them how they feel. Not you want them to, that they will. They will last forever. And then right here, tell me about candid, emotive, and empowered. Don't tell me you're capturing boudoir, mommy and me through the art. No, tell me why candid, emotive, and empowered is what they want. Why do they want that? That is what this needs to tell me right here. And then this link needs to go to what I'm assuming is your details page. I'm hoping it's your details page. I'm hoping it's this right here, whatever this informational page is. But let's see. Okay, so yes, that is your details page. Perfect. The experience. Be willing to take a chance because you never know how perfect something could turn out to be. Okay, we already know where you're located. You said it right on your front page. You really, you can say it again, but honestly, you don't need to. You talk about your studio. That's beautiful. Starts with 15-minute phone consultation. You'll be provided with a guide. Okay. I would definitely swap some of this. Okay, not bad. You need a photo up here. Like, look at this page. Take a second and look at it. There's no photo. There's no reason that there should ever be a moment of scroll where a client can't see your work. This is like such the perfect space for like one really big photo or like three, like a triptych, really beautiful images of what you do. Okay? And then below that, you can have this. I do feel like you need to talk more about the feelings and the experience. Because right now, you're talking about yourself. I love being creative. I'm a sucker. Like, okay, great. Switch it up. Do you want to be creative? Do you want to go outside? Do you want to experiment? Like, talk to the client. Ask the client questions. Pick their brain. Talk, lots of you statements. You need you statements. And you need an emotional connection in here. You start right here. I love this. This line, you never know how perfect something could turn out to be. That's wonderful. But then you sort of dive into the technical, like what your studio has, having a consultation. You know, that's all good and well, but you still need an emotional connection here. You need photos and an emotional connection, something that's talking more about the emotive and empowerment. You're going to start talking about it on your home page, and then you're going to expand on it on this page. Okay, so we're going to go from home to details, and then from here, right after you have photos and an emotional connection, you're going to have a contact me button. Even before you get into the nitty-gritty stuff, let them be able to contact you. That is so key. If they want to keep scrolling and look at the experience and look at more stuff, great. They can. And they might. But they might not. You might have those couple photos up here, make that beautiful emotional connection, and they're like, yeah, I want to work with her. This is what I want. And they'll contact you. They won't even need this information. Some people will, if you make a good emotional connection. Aside from that, We also have gallery. I'm going to pop over to your galleries. So you have 3 different galleries: boudoir, mommy and me, and lifestyle. I do feel like you need some words here. You need to tell them what to do, right? That's like the whole thing here, is don't just let people decide on their own, because they won't typically. Very few people go in actually knowing what they want until they see it. And it's your job on your website to figure out what they want or tell them what they want and help them decide what they want. So you do need words on this page. And it could be just something like, choose which experience you're most interested in. Boudoir, mommy and me, lifestyle. Like, there you go. So then each one of these pages, let's see. I know these are your galleries, but let's open them up. Oh no. They're pop-ups, aren't they? No, they're pop-downs. Okay, so as you could see on my computer, that didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. So here's the thing. When a client pushes a button on a website, anyone really, the assumption is that it's going to open a new page. They don't assume that something is going to pop open underneath or over or shift them somewhere. When you click something on a website, it should go somewhere. Period. End of story. That is what it should do. That's how websites work. That's how they worked from the very beginning. And things like this, and it takes forever to load it. Just don't work. And on mobile, they're even weirder. And you don't want something to go wrong with this. And your X is in the middle here rather than on the side. So I'm not even sure what's going on there with the formatting. I feel like I have to... That's not even load. Look at this. Okay. The buttons aren't working great. So I just clicked on that like 3 times till it finally opened the gallery. These galleries need to be on their own pages. And then you need to expand on some of, just lost my words. You need to expand on what each of these things is and what it means to your client and why they want this specific thing. So like boudoir, it says empowerment. I love that. Tell me why a woman would want boudoir photography. Tell me why your clients want it. That is what needs to be on this gallery page. You still need words. You still need to convince. And then link over from the boudoir gallery to the details page. See where I'm going now. Mommy and me, same thing. Create a page, its own specific page. Add words in. Tell me why I want a mommy and me. Tell them why it's important. Tell them why they want it. You want this because. You need this because. No I statements, just talking about them and why they want it on its own page. And then again, link over to the details. Lifestyle, same thing. Give me a description of why someone might want lifestyle portraits. Link over to the details page and have your gallery. 3 separate pages, not funny little pop-ups, because right now, even if you give them a direction right here and say, choose which experience you're interested in. If they tap boudoir, they go to here. And then where do they go? It's a dead end. Your galleries right now are a dead end. I'm going to assume that there's a contact maybe like all the way at the bottom. Yeah. Ready to get started? Send us a message. All the way at the bottom. But do you see how far down that scroll was? Like no one is going to look through this entire gallery. I'm telling you that right now. People look through like 20 to 30 images and then that's it. They've made their decision. No one's going to scroll to the bottom to contact you. And by the time someone's in the middle, they're probably not going to scroll back up to contact you either. So you're dead-ended right here at your galleries. Unless someone decides they're going to scroll back up and click one of these other options, your path has stopped. You've told them to select a gallery, and then you haven't told them what to do after they do that. Where do they go? What do they do? That needs to be fixed. Okay. About galleries, you have FAQs. Again, another wait. Your FAQs and your details page are the same. Just in case you're wondering. Hang on, let me just refresh here. Details. Okay, these are the same links. That's massively confusing and totally pointless. You do not need two of the same thing. If you're going to have an FAQ page, great. Make it an FAQ page. But they're the same page. You don't need two links to the same spot. That is totally repetitive and pointless. And then you have inquire, which also goes to this details page. Your menu's not working, girl. Because down here, these are linking to the right places. FAQ, details, contact. Your top links aren't... Okay, I'm going to refresh the page. Let me see. Maybe it's me. We'll do a hard refresh here. No. Your top links, these three, FAQs, details, and inquire, are all going to your details page. I don't know why. You're going to have to look at the back end of your website and figure out why it's doing that. But all three of these are going to the same exact spot. So you need to figure that out. All right, so I can actually go down here, though, and see what's going on. This is branded totally differently than your other pages. And that weird, giant, pixelated logo. And then your collections. Okay. I would shrink these down a bit if you, these are huge. Like, does this shrink if I make it smaller? Okay, it does, but it like fully goes to the edges, and it's just, the formatting on this page is really weird. So you might want to make it, see how this is like all nice and centered, and like you have this nice space, this padding on the sides, you have one big header and then nice little bits. That's what you need here. And I don't know where this curly font came from, but it doesn't match what's going on everywhere else. So I would get rid of this, and I would make it that other font that you have on your website. The serifed one that was on the other page. Which one? This one right here. I would make it this font. It needs to match, because when I come to this page, it honestly looks like a totally different website. I mean, you actually have a giant photo here, which, yay, that's awesome. Your other pages need that too. I really like the way this looks. I think if your other pages had this giant photo, this wouldn't look so out of place. But like we were talking about, like this, you don't have that nice big photo up here, right? But on this one you do, and this looks so much better. But you do need that space, that breathing room on the sides here. This is just like so far apart, and the font is so big. This page just really needs some formatting. I like your questions. I like you have a little review, and then you have collections down here. I feel like this is out of place. I feel like you could just have a question in here, and that's how much do sessions cost? Or what should I expect to spend on a session? Like, you don't need this down here. And collections isn't even centered over this, which just looks, the formatting is off. The formatting's off on this whole page, so this page needs work. I would get rid of this section though, and just add a question up here that covers pricing. Easy. And then reformat. Okay, and your contact page. I love your contact page. You have the big, beautiful photo in the background. You have a very simple contact and a send button. Awesome. This is short and sweet and to the point, and I really love this. Okay. But it really does need to link up here. So you got to work on that. All right. So your goal here, you're almost there. Honestly, you need more words, and there's a few little things you need to clean up, like the formatting, and you need to figure out what's most important to you here. But your big thing is this needs to emotionally connect. And then you need to go over to your experience page. Link them over to that details page, okay? And then or you could link them over to galleries. Either way, you're good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I might link over to galleries instead, because you do 3 different types of photography, really. So you could say, learn more about sessions, right? Learn more about sessions. And that could lead them over to this gallery page where it says, choose the experience you're most interested in. And then when they click boudoir, it takes them to a boudoir page. When they click mommy and me, it takes them to a mommy and me page. When they click on lifestyle, it takes them to a lifestyle page where we talked about earlier, where you will expand on why they want boudoir and have a link over to the details page. And then a gallery underneath. So emotional connection, why, link to details, gallery. So then they get over to the details page, which has more about the experience and the emotional connection and the empowerment, and contact me. Okay, so your path is going to be home, galleries, details, inquire. Home, galleries, details, inquire. And you have a little bit of formatting to do, and you do need to add photos on all of these pages. You need a big, beautiful photo up at the top. You do. Your photography is gorgeous, and there's no reason that you don't have a photo on every single page. And then these links up here, fix these 3, and then you want to make sure that these link. You want to put these in the same order as how you want them to flow through your website. So it should be home, galleries, details, and then you could probably do about, FAQs, and inquire. So that would work. Your work is gorgeous, like really gorgeous, but you definitely have a few things that you need to fix. This is details, but it's going to FAQs. So you might want to switch that link up and have it actually go to the details page. But other than that, your work is beautiful. Your branding is beautiful. This website is lovely. You just have some words to fix, some formatting to fix, like on the FAQ page and this, and just making sure that you have a clear, concise path for potential clients to follow through your website. You want to get them from your homepage to your contact with no dead ends. Don't let them end up on a page where they have no way back outside of your top menu, because people don't always go back to the top menu. You have to have something in the content that guides them through, that makes them want to click and continue through on this journey with you. So you have some work, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, and good luck.